An eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast with me, John Santos. And today we have a special guest, a superstar. Outsourcing and video marketing expert. I mean, she is really on top of this industry, of this business type. She is amazing. Founder and CEO of Outsourcing Angel.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, and such a compliment. Yeah, such a beautiful compliment. So thank you.
Well, Lynn, thank you so much for being here in the show. You are a blessing. I'm a fan. I am excited to learn from you. But first, let's give our listeners and viewers an idea of, your story. Who influenced you or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness that you are right in? Floor is yours, my friend.
How long do I have to talk about my story? It's a very long story. I'll try to make it short in terms of, over 10 years ago, I decided to start my business journey. I was a single mom, age 20, so I knew straight away that I needed a business so that I could be there for my kids more. When you have a job, you can never have that flexibility to be with your children when you want to. And so that was why I wanted to start a business, but I had no idea about online business or marketing, etc. And I just took that first step, and that was the first e-commerce business. Then it's like, what the hell am I doing in there? And I learned a lot about marketing because of that business. I also learned about outsourcing because I had to get people to help me build a website or do all these marketing activities that I've never even heard of, but just learning on the job and figure it out as I go. And then when I was looking for an opportunity to
what year was this, Lynn? When you first
around 2000
this industry?
2009 was when I launched my e-commerce business, and for about 2010 was when I started to get some clients who wanted to get some things outsourced. But it was until I actually started making some money that I was like, I think I should actually register this business. So I had a marketing agency in 2011 about there. And that was when we were doing like website development, SEO for clients, but I was already using outsourced staff. After a few years, I was like, how do I make this business model even better? And that was when I came up with the idea to start Outsourcing Angel, which is like, okay, well, instead of me project managing it, how about I just find you the staff member and I'll help you, how to hire them or how to work with them. And overall, it's just more about the recruitment and facilitating than it is about the project of, the website project. So that ended up taking off. And within a few years, I was able to grow it into a 7-figure business. And to cut the story short, in the last year or so, I started a business called Dawn Media Productions because of the few years of really growing Outsourcing Angel using video marketing. So I was like, okay, again, how do I make business people's life easier to grow their business? And it was all around video branding. And what do I know best? It's the strategy together with outsourced staff. We have magic.
Love that. Love that. Well, guys, for all the listeners and viewers out there, I love this line. I took this line from their website, and this really express the heart that they have in this business. They take the pressure off you by handling every detail. All right. By handling every detail of recruitment, onboarding, and managing your virtual assistant. You can focus on what you do best and let them do the magic. I love that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Lynn, I'm excited. You mentioned about, systemizing and scaling up and, growing, bringing that business to the next level. My question and our topic for today, for all the listeners and viewers out there, how to systemize and scale up your business. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so Outsourcing Angel, at the beginning, we were a virtual assistant recruitment agency. But in the last year, we've decided to really expand our services because we saw a need for businesses. Because at the end of the day, we give you a staff member, but your business model isn't right, your workflow isn't right, there is leaky buckets within your business, then there is no way that a VA is actually going to be able to add value. And so what our Systemize and Scale Up new service that we do is, what we do is we actually try to find out what is the most critical areas in your business that need straight away some automation, so that we can reduce the manual work or even errors that human beings can make, and also a more efficient way of onboarding clients, so that the clients don't go, wow, this is a strange company, they're so slow in responding, etc. So we really look at where is the problem, and then we dissect that and figure out a few processes that we can even systemize it for you. Once you create a system and process, then you plug in the person and train them up. That's when you have clockwork, you have a machine running for you. And so this was based on me hiring my own operations manager about 3 years ago, an Australian consultant. Actually, he was background in management consulting. Now, at the time, I actually didn't know what I wanted him to do. I just knew he was very experienced with, outsourcing. He ran his own online business, and I knew he was smart. But I didn't know that I needed help. I was like, I've got VAs, I've got a team, so I'm running okay. I just needed an extra hand on deck, right, to grow the business. But when he came into my business, that was when I saw the transformation, because straight away he was going, why are you still using Skype as a tool and the conversations everywhere? Why are you using Excel spreadsheets, multiple ones for different things? And there was just things that he could see that I could not see, because I just don't know that there was a better way of doing it. And so we started to automate. So what you need to do to scale up is really looking at where can you automate. So whether it's implementing tools, software that makes life easier. So we invested in Slack, because that's the channel that we chat all the time online. So it was, important for us to invest in that. But within Slack, it's like, how do you create automation so that when a lead comes through, everyone knows? When someone uploads, some documents on Google Drive, other people get notification through Slack, or birthdays. There's just so much automation that I didn't even know existed. I didn't know to even ask for it. And then after that, we automate, we also systemize. So we put every process into softwares like System Hub, and every staff member is responsible for really documenting it all, so that we're never reliant on a key person. Anyone could be hired and take over that job. And it's useful because now that I'm starting a new company, I can actually leverage from some of the processes that Outsourcing Angel has already created. And so once you've systemized, then it's easy to delegate, right? Hiring and delegation kind of happens at the end once you've got everything sorted.
Love that. And for all the listeners and viewers out there, we're not promoting Slack. It's not a paid sponsor, but it's amazing. Well, I have a follow-up question, Lynn. So when you do, when you have a client and you work with the client, do you give them all those platforms like software, like Slack and everything? Or do they need to create their own if they need to?
Yeah, so every company is very different. We work with big companies, small companies, solopreneurs, so many different types. And that means they come in all different needs, right? So not everyone needs to install the same software, but we would always guide them. So this is why it's always great to work with our consultant to go and figure out like what is the most cost effective and lowest hanging fruit that you could solve right now. Because Slack isn't for everyone. That Slack is for someone that's more established and, it's costing, almost $5 to $10 per user. So if you're a smaller business, we might go, well, let's, resolve it with a different kind of cheaper software so that you can still get the job done. And when you scale, then you go with bigger, right? And so we are more about how do we customize a solution that is the most value adding to your business and that brings the most reward at this moment in time.
Love that. This is the character of Lynn that I really love. I mean, first, she, for all the viewers, not the listeners, for all the viewers out there, she is very beautiful, very smart, and she's very humble. No, she is. She's very, she's a superstar. Like I mentioned in the intro, she's a superstar in this niche. She's been in the business for like so long, 10 years plus, right? And you can check her on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. It's creating a lot of, noise, making a lot of hits, sharing a lot of values. And she's running not only one company, but two and more. And in spite of that, here she is, very humble, very approachable, and just full of love, full of positivity. And that's, for me, is a great and successful brand. Lynn, thank you so much. I love you. I love the character. I love the vibe. And I love how you help. You know why, guys? For all the listeners and viewers out there, a big part of what Lynn as an entrepreneur is all about is helping people. You can find it in her, correct me if I'm wrong, Lynn. They can find that in your Outsource Angel website, right? And
Yeah,
outreach.
that's
Can you
right.
tell about more about that?
Yeah, and so Outsourcing Angel, we recruit VAs mainly from the Philippines, especially for clients. It's all Philippines, but in our internal team, we do have people from everywhere. But in short, yeah, we play a big part in the Philippines, and I love that because I was born in Vietnam, and I know what it's like living in developing countries. People always ask me like, why don't you help Vietnamese people then? I'm like, it doesn't matter where we're from, right? We're all one human race, and whoever I can help easiest, I will help, right? And so that is why every job that we create for people in the Philippines makes me feel good already. But then on top of that, we reinvest 10% of our profit back into charity projects. And we always kind of look out for what's urgent right now. So we have volunteers that are like, hey, there's flood, there's, earthquakes or whatever it is, and we'll just be investing money into that. Or even locally, we have local churches that we really believe in their mission and they're so genuine in what they do. We rather invest in those initiatives than to worry about, trying to look good in front and by, only donating into big organizations so that we could get a name or anything. Because a lot of our volunteers in the Philippines, they're not a registered organization where I can claim tax back or anything. It's literally just money sent, but it gets used wisely, and every dollar goes straight to the end person. And that's what I love about having your own business, being able to creatively think of how can I help other people. I don't have to follow by the book. I can just do what I need to do. And so I also tell my VAs, it's like, we're not also here just to give money as well. It's like, how do I, when you talk about being humble or being loving, that's what I care about, turning up to work every day so that every single person that works with me goes, I want to be like that too. I want to be nice to the next person. And so if we can all pass on that kind of wisdom and love, then I feel like that is, a fulfilled life. It's not just making money to give money. It's every other way too.
Ooh, that is a mic drop there, Lynn. Amazing. Power bomb after power bomb. I mean, wow. This is what an entrepreneur should be. The core. I always say this, Lynn. Intent comes before content. Before anything that you do, your intent is in the heart of it. And that, for me, I see love, I see authenticity, I see humility in you. It's your business is people centric. You want to help out so that you can gain more and bring back, may it be in charities or helping people change their lives or employees or teammate. So congratulations, Lynn. Guys, please do connect with Lynn. I'm sure she can help you in your journey towards success. But we are not done yet, Lynn. You gave us your story, a brief one. You gave us tips. You gave us motivation of who you are as a brand. Now it's time to play a game. It's a tradition here. Yes, it's a tradition here in the show that we call Creative Fast Talk. I'm going to ask you questions, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. All right. The first word that comes into your mind, boom, shoot. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. I'm a fanboy. I my respect to this person is really, really not because she's using Filipinos in a big part of her company, but I am a fan of people that are really genuine in loving their team, a people-centric company, a people-centric business. And Lynn is one of the best. Guys, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid by her company.
People wondering.
No, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, no.
It's not a paid sponsorship. But I am, and you guys know me. We are being supported in 20,000 in 29 countries worldwide. 20,000 supporters, and they all know me when I say, guys, connect with this, connect with that, and Lynn here is someone that you need to connect with. She will really bring you to the next level. All right, back to the game.
All right,
First
thank
question.
you. Enough of a big head now. All right.
Well, that's the goal. All right, Lynn. Question number 1. Let's start easy part. Sun or snow?
Sun.
Structured or chaotic?
Structure.
Yeah, with all those systemizing thing, right?
Yeah.
If you were an animal, Lynn, what animal would you be and why?
I'm a bird. Freedom. Fly away. Yes.
All right, next question. Popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Dinner and dancing.
Love that. Very romantic. All right, passenger or driver?
Driver.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I hate that.
Okay. So are you, Lynn, are you a passenger or driver?
You know what? Like literally, I like to be a passenger, not drive. But in life, I like to be the driver of my life. That's why I got confused. I'm like, oh, is that metaphoric?
Wow. That is the first time I got that answer. Love that. All right, next. Mountains or the beaches?
Beaches.
That you will love in the Philippines. I mean, the beaches and everywhere. Thailand.
And I've been
Vietnam.
up the mountains, hiking up to feed the poor people up there too.
Oh,
So
yeah. Wow.
that was hard.
Nice. Good. All right, next. What is always inside your bag when you were a little girl?
Oh, I don't have a bag. I was living in Vietnam. I was pretty poor. I don't think I even had a handbag to walk around with.
Okay, I'm gonna accept that. That's not nice to hear, but reality bites. All right, okay. Lynn, what are you afraid of?
Ghost. I can't sleep alone or be at night at home alone.
Why? I mean, did something happen before?
I think Asians are usually scared of ghosts. Well, I am that kind of person. I'm very brave with like big scary people and real life stuff, but just the invisible, I get a bit
I
scared.
I share that thinking because you cannot hurt ghosts, right?
Yeah. Even if they just have to look at me, I think I'll be scared.
Yeah. Love that. All right, Lynn, what is your favorite color?
Gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will not ask why. All right, next. Movies or books?
Movies.
All right, since you answered movies, a follow-up question would be, name your top 3 movies of all time.
Okay, I just watched Top Gun. I really like that.
Which one? The second part, right?
Recent one. Yeah, the just recent one with Tom Cruise. Well, yeah, it's always been Tom Cruise. Another one is, I guess, Titanic comes to mind. And I like the romance. So like Notebook, like I still pops up in my mind. So just anything with like love. Yeah.
Love that. All right. What is your dream superpower and why?
Oh my God. Don't know. What do people usually answer?
Invisibility, power of flight, so they can maybe power of flight because you want to be a bird.
Like
right?
you just pop up to a next place without traveling. What
Oh
do you call
yeah, teleportation. There you go.
Teleporting.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I don't really
that.
like the long flights, but I like traveling. So yeah.
All right. This last question can lead to something serious depending on how you take it. All right. If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why? Anybody.
Yeah. It would be my grandma. I keep on missing her because at that time I was still a kid. She passed away over 11 years ago and I was still new in my journey. And I wish she was here because I wanted to spoil her. Like she's someone I love so much that if she was still alive, I would be able to give back more, right? Take her on holidays or give her things. But it was just different timing in my life. And I felt like I couldn't spoil her. So I really wish.
Love that. But I'm sure, she is very proud of you. She loves you so much. So thank you so much, Lynn, for spending the time here with us in the show. Thank you for sharing your story, giving us motivational and tips. and having a good time. We now know that you're scared of ghosts.
Don't try to scare me and call me and then hang up.
I won't, because I'm scared also. So we're on the same page. Lynn, please promote any releases you have, your company, do you have projects or any promotional materials that you have and you're prepared to share. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, just check out outsourcingangel.com for virtual assistant help, or dawnmediaproductions.com for the video marketing. Otherwise, just Google me up because I'm kind of everywhere. So I love to connect with you.
That's true. You type her name, she will pop out. Well, Lynn, thank you so much. It is amazing experience. Guys, please do connect again with Lynn. I'm sure she can help you in your journey towards success. Have a positive outlook in life. Smile, everyone. God bless. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.